Alright, hello. Just waiting for a couple of y'all to turn on some music and all that fun jazz. Alrighty. Hello. I'm just waiting for other people to join. I'm sorry, on my side things are looking a little funky on the screen right now. But in the meantime, hello, welcome to the 7 p.m. portion of yoga tonight. My name's Julia. Hello, thanks for joining. For class today, all you will need is a strap, 2 blocks, and a blanket. And if you were present for the 6 p.m. class, we are going to be working on hips and hamstrings and some spinal opening today. And I may or may not throw crow pose in our practice today, but just be aware that that is going to be a possibility here. So for the beginning of class, you can go ahead and navigate your blocks towards the front of the room here. And I'm just going to go ahead and sorry about that. So I got a little stand for clock here so that I can make sure that time is well spent. There we go. Cool, awesome. So go ahead and bring the blocks to the front of the room, to the front of the mat, and then bring your strap to the side here. And we are going to start our class here in an extended puppy pose. Yeah. So you can go ahead and bring your hips towards the back of the room, bringing your forearms to the ground, and just to kind of navigate your stomach towards your thighs here. And if you wanted more of an opening for your arms for the beginning of the class, you are more than welcome to bring some blocks underneath your forearms. And then blocks underneath your forearms, possibly with karate chop arms, shoulders away from the ears, navigating your chest towards the ground. Allowing your step to be connected here with your breath. Hips are actively up towards the ceiling. Go ahead and count to 5 breaths here. And a final breath, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. You very gently release your blocks. Place them towards the top of the mat here. Good. Coming onto all fours. Go ahead and create some cat-cow movements. Inhaling, chest out, tailbone up in your cow. And as we exhale, round through the shoulders, shin to chest into cat. And you can go ahead, create your own pace. And do about 3 more reps wherever you are. Just a reminder, today is a slow flow class, so we will take things nice and gentle. Good. Curl through the toes, and then inhale. Express your hips towards the back of the room, bringing your arms towards the front to a very active child's pose. So possibly feeling a stretch in between your shoulder blades here. Two more breaths. Yeah. You go ahead and start to navigate your hands over towards the left side of the room, pressing your palms in, or your right palm into the left. Good. Then you go ahead and continue with this breath, and you can even go more into the side of your body here. Two more breaths. And then you can go ahead and start to walk your hands over to the right side of the room, left hand onto the right, getting more to the left side body for a total of 5 breaths. Wonderful. After those 5 breaths, you can then go ahead and navigate your hands back towards the front of the room. And then inhale, coming onto all fours. We want to find a core engagement here. And start to bring your arms forward, curling the toes, coming into supported plank. And as you are in supported plank, you go ahead and drop the elbows down. And then bring your pelvic onto the ground, coming into a sphinx pose. So elbows right underneath your shoulders. Shoulders are rotated back and sending your chest forward. And as you work with your breaths here, you can start to navigate your head over your left shoulder. Yeah, getting a good neck stretch into the right side of the body. One more breath. Then inhale, navigate your eye gaze over the right shoulder. Two more breaths. We're going to go ahead. Inhale, take your eye gaze forward, and then bring your chest to the ground. Shoulders are still away from your ears, and bring your hands underneath your armpits. And then from here, we're going to press our knees into the ground and lift up our hips. And as we lift up our hips, we're also going to lift up through our chest, taking our eye gaze forward here. Getting a stretch into the center of our spine. 3 breaths. Bringing your pelvic down on the third breath. Feet are flipped, and then inhale. Lift up through the chest and press your feet into the ground, into upward facing dog. Engage the core. Bring the knees down. Come onto all fours. Fire hydrant style onto the left leg. So the left knee is lifted and then lifted up into fire hydrant. And then you can go ahead and start to create some circulations here to open up more through the hip. Good. Making sure that the foot is flexed. And then you can go ahead and reverse the rotation. Then once you're done reversing the rotation, inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, fire hydrant. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, fire hydrant. 3 more times for a total of 5. Nice. And then the next time that your knee is in towards your chest, this time point the toes upward. Good. And keeping your left toes to the front of the room, or to the ceiling, I should say. Good. And then from here, we're going to send our right arm to the front like we would in balanced tabletop. And then we're going to take our right hand behind and grab onto the left foot and pressing the left foot into the right hand, getting that good quad stretch. Bringing your chest forward and your knee in. 3 breaths. Good. Inhale, release into your balance. Tabletop position. 3 breaths. Nice. So then you can very gently release the right hand to the ground, left toes to the ground here, and then we're going to go ahead and sink into the back heel. Two more breaths. Kickstand the right leg to the side. Place the left foot at a diagonal and inhale, bringing the left arm towards the ceiling. As the left arm is towards the ceiling here, you can then go ahead and pendulum swing it down and bring it to the front of the mat for a good side body stretch. Opening up the chest to the left side. And on the next breath, you can flex through the left foot. And inhale, bring the left foot up, left arm up into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana variation. You can bend at the left knee, grab onto the left foot with the left hand, and inhale, press the left foot into the left hand, sending your chest forward. Two more breaths. And then we're going to very gently release, half moon. Placing the left foot down. Inhale, rise, arms up towards the ceiling. Sliding the left arm down. Inhale, side stretch all the way over towards the left foot here. Lifting up through the chest. 3 breaths. Good. Inhale, rise both arms towards the ceiling. And then we're going to gently release, bringing the arms forward, hands to the ground, walking back to the front of the room. Bring the right foot in. Good. Now we're going to go ahead, come into our plank position. And then downward facing dog, just to stretch out through the spine. We're going to hollow out through the spine. Bring the ankles to the ground here. Pedal out through each ankle one at a time. And then we're going to round through the shoulders, knees to the ground, down, coming into tabletop position. Now we're going to go on the opposite side. We're going to bring the right knee up to our chest and exhale, fire hydrant style. And in this fire hydrant style, go ahead and find some circulations in through the knee here. And then reverse the rotation. And then 5 times. Inhale, knee to chest. And exhale, extend it, fire hydrant style. 5 times in. And then out. In. Out. Good. 2 more times. Then after the 5 times, square the hips, point the right toes up towards the ceiling here, and then with the left arm, bring it forward like you would in tabletop, balance style. And then take that left hand back, coming onto the right foot, and inhale, press the right foot, press the right foot into the left hand. Eye gaze forward, lifting up through the knee. 3 breaths. Then you can go ahead and come into balanced tabletop position. And then very slowly bring the right toes to the ground and sink into that right heel. Two more breaths. Wonderful. We're going to go ahead and kickstand the left leg to the side. Drop the right foot at a diagonal. And then we're going to inhale, rise. Bring in our right arm towards the ceiling. And then as we navigate that flat foot, we're going to go ahead and pendulum swing the right arm down. Inhale to the front of the room. 3 breaths. And then we're going to inhale, rise, bring in the right arm towards the ceiling, flex the right foot. Inhale, half moon for 3 breaths. And then find a bend to the right knee, grabbing onto the right foot. And then inhale, press the right foot into the right hand for 3 breaths. Good. Inhale, extend it back out into half moon. Slowly release, toes to the ground. All right, keep the right hand up. And we're going to inhale, rise, both arms towards the ceiling. Slide the right hand down the thigh and inhale, extend the left arm to the right side of the room for 3 breaths. Inhale, arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bringing the hips back and then coming onto our hands, walking back to the front of the mat. Coming into a plank position here. Nice strong core. Good. And this time, we're going to inhale, shift forward, chaturanga. We're going to flip the feet. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Good. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal up the legs. Making sure that we create that good space into our spine, sending our chest forward and our tailbone up. Bending both knees generously, tailbone up. Take your eye gaze forward. Firmly press your palms into the ground and inhale, hop to the front of the mat, Uttanasana, forward fold. And then from here, go ahead and create some more space in between our feet. And you can create a soft bend here and allow your stomach here to kind of suction onto the thighs like a little sandwich. Good. And then pressing your hands into the mat here, or possibly grabbing your hands onto your elbows. And at first, just kind of rocking side to side. And we want our stomach to be on our thighs in this bend because we want to be familiar what it's like to have that full flexibility of that hip hinge. Because when we have our legs straight and when we work towards that flexibility, our overall, the goal is to get our stomach, not necessarily to get our stomach to touch the thighs, but it's so that we can create that healthy hinge at the hip so that we're not just trying to fold or bend from your spine. You're doing it from this platform here. So maybe even grabbing your index fingers, sandwiching that stomach back onto the thighs here, and then maybe navigating the chest towards the ground and very slowly straightening out through the legs as you continue to guide the chest towards the feet. But you don't want to pull here because you could pull through the lower spine. If you wanted to rock a little side to side, get a little soothing action for your hips. Why don't we add a little bit of a twist here? So let's go ahead and find our peace fingers onto the mat, finding this hip hinge. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and walk over towards the left side. Good. And then on your next breath, you can go ahead and navigate over towards the right side of the room, squaring the hips. Good. And then you can go ahead and walk back into Uttanasana. Find your hands onto your shoulders. Rotate your shoulders back. Inhale, come into that half spine here. And stay here for 3 breaths. Good. And then we're going to exhale, come back to the forward fold. Hands onto the shins. We're going to bend the knees generously and take that hip crease back. Good. It's almost like we're sitting on a chair. Then we're going to press your hands into our thighs, guiding your chest up, and then rotate our shoulders back. Inhale, rise, arms up into your chair pose. And then we're going to stay into this chair pose for 3 breaths. And then inhale, rise all the way up into your high mat and creating a little bit of a back bend here. The palms together, exhale. Good. Take a breath or 2 in the Samasthiti. And then go ahead and start to bend at the knees, coming into your chair with your palms together here. Good, and you can go ahead and bring your knees together. As you bring your knees together, you're going to go ahead and twist. Bring in the right elbow to the left thigh. Three breaths. And inhale, back to the heart center. One breath. And then next breath, inhale. Twist on over to the right side. Left shoulder or left elbow hugs at the thigh here. 3 breaths. Good. And then inhale to the heart center. If your blocks are in front, go ahead and prepare them here. Good. And then send your left leg back, coming into a running lunge. And in this running lunge, we want to keep our thigh lifted, bringing our chest forward here, finding the squaring of the hip. Good. And then we can take the left hand to the ground and inhale, rise, right arm towards the ceiling. And then we're going to bring the right hand all the way behind our spine to get into a deeper twist. Eye gaze over the right shoulder. And then exhale, release. Coming back and finding those blocks, dropping the left knee, top of the left foot. And then finding that straight spine here for your Janayasana. And when you're ready, you can inhale, send those arms up into your full Anjaneyasana pose, opening up through the hips, bringing the right knee towards the right pinky toe. You can use cactus arms too if you're feeling especially tight into your shoulders. And wherever you're at, you can inhale, lift up through the chest, create a back bend, send that right knee forward. Good. And then palms together here. Inhale, hinge the left elbow to the right thigh, twisting to the right side. 3 breaths. Good. Inhale, palms forward, hands to the inside of your right foot. Bring both the blocks to the inside. And we're going to go ahead and come onto our forearms here. And we're going to come into our lizard pose. Good. So you can bring the right foot more towards the right side of the room here. You can also instead take the right hand onto the right knee and take your eye gaze over the right shoulder. Your breaths. Good. Go ahead and send that knee back in. Coming out of your lizard pose, you can grab your blocks if you would like. And you can place them to the outside of the right foot. And then inhale, send that left hip crease back. Straightening out through the spine, and then straightening out through the right leg. Half splits. Toes can either be pointed up here, or they can be pointed forward. And you can keep a 90-degree bend with your spine over here, or you can bring your arms forward and come into a forward fold. Either hands to the blocks, to the floor, or you can even grab at the foot here. So wherever you would like. Stay here for 3 breaths. And then inhale, find that rebend to the knee. We're going to curl the left toes. Hands onto the blocks here. Finding the running lunge position, and we're going to kick our left leg. Inhale, rise towards the air, and Uttanasana, forward fold. Go ahead, shake out the hips, side to side, whatever feels good. Maybe a little pedaling out throughout the knee action here. And you can go ahead, once you're ready, you can send the right leg back this time into that running lunge position. Staying here for just a couple breaths, really pressing that left foot into the ground and sending that right heel towards the back of the room. Good. And then you can flat palm the right hand to the ground or flat right rock, whatever feels comfortable. And then left arm towards the ceiling. Bringing your chest to come so that we can create that better twist. 3 breaths. Nice. And after the 3 breaths, you can then go ahead, re-square the hips, and drop in the right knee, good, top of the right foot. Then you can prepare your blocks for the Anjaneyasana prep, or hands onto the thighs here. Taking a couple breaths to come into this pose, squaring through the hips. And then once you're ready to move, again, bring your arms forward and rise into your Anjaneyasana. Arms up towards the ceiling, nice and straight. Good. And if you want to, instead, you can come into cactus arms, whatever feels most comfortable. And once you're ready, we're going to inhale, create a back bend with our spine here, lifting the chest up as we navigate our arms towards the back of the room. 3 breaths. Good. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, palms together. Inhale, Anjaneyasana twist. Right elbow to the left thigh. Good. Taking the eye gaze over the left shoulder here. And then at the next breath, inhale, Anjaneyasana per hands, and then take the hands down. Very slow, half splits here. Send that left hip crease back. Palms are forward. Good, and you can adjust your blocks accordingly, or no blocks at all. You can find that half split to start here, sending the chest forward. And if you want, you can go ahead and come into the forward fold, wherever you are most comfortable. 3 breaths. And then inhale, come back to that Anjaneyasana prep, blocks are forward. Good. Lift up through the right knee. We're going to kick our right leg up into Uttanasana, forward fold. So go ahead, sway the hips side to side, bend at the knees, possibly clasp onto the elbows here. Good. Now we go ahead and keep the blocks to the front of the mat. Good. We're going to try things a little different today. Let's go ahead and place our palms together. Let's see if you can remember the sequence if you took Tuesday night's class. So from here, we're going to squat down in our chair. And first, let's bring our arms up to come into the full chair here so that we can stretch out through the spine. So from here, coming into your chair, feet together, arms up, chest open. Good. Inhale, bring the palms into the heart center. We're going to go ahead and twist over to the left side into your chair. And then from your chair, press the left foot into the ground, and inhale, send the right leg back into running lunge twist. Good. And then inhale, let's go ahead and bring the right foot back to the left. Go deeper into your squat. Place the hands onto the ground. Coming into side crow here, bend at the elbows. Send that left elbow into the left hip crease. And inhale, rise up the right legs. 3 breaths. Gently bring the feet down. Good. Prayer hands. Lift up through the hips. Inhale to the heart center. Straighten out through the legs. Go ahead, shake it out. Bend at the knees and inhale, rise all the way up into high mountain. Little back bend. And then palms together, Samasthiti. Nice one. And we're going to go ahead, come back into the chair pose, feet together. Good. And maybe to have more sticky mat, you can walk your feet a little more towards the left side of the mat. Bending at the knees, coming into your chair pose. Palms to the heart center. Inhale, twisting right or left elbow to right thigh. 3 breaths. Continuously to lift through the chest. Good. Engage the core and inhale. Send that left foot back. 3 breaths. Good. Next breath, inhale. Send that left foot back into your chair. Squat deeper. Hands to the mat here. Good. Coming into chaturanga elbows. And then go ahead and side crow the opposite side. 3 breaths. Good. Drop the feet. Woo. Come back into the chair twist. Inhale, palms to the heart center. Good. And bend at the knees. Open up the knees. Come into a Malasana squat. And we're going to go ahead and stay at this Malasana squat for a few moments of breath. Lifting up through the chest here. Nice. And then you go hands onto the knees, and you can kind of rock your Malasana side to side here, lifting up through the chest. Good. Getting a little action, a little moving and grooving into the hips, into the knees. Make it feel nice and good. Into the hips. Wonderful. And then after you reset yourself a little bit here, you can go ahead and place your palms onto the ground, kind of looking like a little monkey here. And then you can extend the left leg to the side in this ninja pose. The knee is rotated towards the ceiling. Toes are towards the ceiling as well. And then once you are ready, you can go ahead and take a deep inhale, bringing your left arm towards the ceiling, keeping that balance. 3 breaths. Wonderful. And then slowly release, and then ninja your way to the other side. Straighten your right leg. Externally rotate the hip and knee. And once you're ready, inhale, bringing the right arm towards the ceiling. 3 breaths. Nice. You go ahead and release the hands. We're going to walk our way back, ninja to the opposite side. Lifting the left arm again. 3 breaths, maybe going a little deeper. Yeah, maybe just a little deeper here. Good. And then release. Ninja your way to the opposite side. Inhale, rise, right arm towards the ceiling. Maybe going a little deeper here. Good. And then release. And then we're going to go ahead and just very slowly navigate your butt onto the ground and come into a wide-legged fold. Then in this wide-legged fold, you're more than welcome to go ahead and grab your blocks. And if you want to have extra support, you can place the blanket underneath your sitting area, making sure that you also have a strap nearby. Just nearby for now. Yeah. And then coming into your wide-legged position. In your wide-legged position, you can go ahead, inhale, lift up through your chest, rise, arms up towards the ceiling, keep your heels into the ground, and exhale, hip hinge forward here, so that we can find that hinge into our hip crease. Arms are going forward until they go ahead and touch the ground. Maybe the forearms are onto the ground. You can also possibly grab your blocks here, and you can bring the blocks towards the front of the room. Taking a few breaths here to navigate yourself closer towards the ground. Maybe the hands are being pressed in. Navigating your chest forward. Got 3 more breaths. Good. Walking your hands back to center. Why don't we go ahead and slide the inside of our right hand into our leg. And with the left arm, we're going to inhale, rise, and bend it over towards the right foot. 3 breaths. And then inhale, rise. Both arms towards the ceiling. Go ahead and either slide the left arm in to open up, or maybe grabbing onto the foot and bringing the right arm towards the left side of the room. 3 breaths. Good. And then inhale, rise. Both arms towards the ceiling. Placing the feet together here, coming into your staff pose. And then into your staff pose, you can take your blocks and place the blocks right near your hips here. Good. You rotate your shoulders back, pressing the hands into the blocks. Then we're going to inhale, press the chest up towards the ceiling. And we're not lifting up through the hips, just straightening out through the lower spine, engaging the front core as well as the back core here. Two more breaths. Now is the strap time. So if you have your strap, you can go ahead. Place them around your ankle bones here. Good. And if anybody is looking for a good strap, so this is a dog leash that I have that is supposed to go onto like a specific dog harness, but you can find it on Amazon. It has 2 handles. It's so stretchy. And it helps me get deeper into my practices. Like I just started using it today, and it's been wonderful. So, if you're looking for what brand it is, you can hit me up after, and I can go ahead and find it for you. But you can go ahead and press the strap into the heels. Rotate your shoulders back, lifting up through the chest here. Good. And as we inhale, we're going to hinge by the hips forward, navigating our chest. Good. Until we can't naturally hinge anymore, meaning finding our tight spot. Good. And if you want to, you can walk your hands closer towards your feet. If you can grab onto your feet, you can go ahead and do so. If you are very flexible and you want more of a challenge, you can place a block to the outside of your feet here, or on the bottom of your feet, pressing your heel into the block and then navigating yourself forward. Hugging the thighs. 3 breaths. Very slowly rise up. Find your straight spine. Walking your hands behind your spine here. And then you're going to rotate your shoulders back. So your hands are pointing towards your glutes here. And you're rotating your shoulders back. Good. And so we're going to inhale, bring our chest up towards the ceiling. For 5 breaths this time, because I know a lot of us have been sitting around. So we need a good chest opener, upper thoracic opener. So lifting your chest up and forward, 5 breaths. And then once you reach your 5th breath, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Very gently come back into your staff pose. Good. And let's go ahead and just start to navigate our way towards the regular way of the mat. So find your seat. Good. And from here, I want to work with our spine a little bit more. So we're going to come onto our spine almost like we would in boat pose, but instead we're going to kind of cross our arms here. So hands onto the shoulders. And we're going to grip the mat like a little basketball here. And so with that being said, lift up through the chest, grab onto your shoulders, and grab the basketball with your feet. Engage the core. And inhale very slowly. Find your way onto your spine here. Find that core engagement, vertebra by vertebra. Lifting up the knees and bring it into your chest. Hugging the knees in. Go ahead, rock side to side here. Go ahead and hug the right knee into your chest. Inhale, point the left toes up towards the ceiling. And then very slowly bring the heel towards the ground. And then we're going to bring our right arm to the teeth. Tuck our left hip under and inhale. Send the knee over towards the right side of the room. Or right knee towards the left side of the room. And then your eye gaze towards the right side. There we go. Making sure both of our shoulders are making contact to the mat here. And so if our shoulders are not making contact, that just means that we need to lay off of the twist, because that will put too much stress onto our spine if we aren't level at the top. 5 breaths. And your final breath, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Very gently bring that knee in, re-square the hips, hug both knees in, rock side to side. Then we're going to hug the left knee in, and then with the right toes, inhale, bring the toes up towards the ceiling. And as we exhale, very slowly navigate your way all the way to the mat here. Good. Bringing your left arm to the T, tuck the right hip, and inhale, send that left knee to the right side, and your eye gaze over the left shoulder here. And we want to, again, make sure that both shoulders are in connection to the ground. You want that total of 5 breaths, so we should probably have about 2 to 3 here. And the last breath, inhale through the nose, and then exhale through the mouth. Very gently find yourself onto your spine. Hug the knees in, rocking side to side here. Getting ready for Shavasana. Inhale, extend the arms to the front of the room. Good. There we go. And then inhale, point the toes to the top of the mat. Long body stretch. Taking a deep inhale in through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth. And you can go ahead and release your energy and find yourself into your Shavasana. In the next few moments here. And as we lie here in Shavasana, I picked a quote today that resonated with what's going on in the world today. And this quote is by Robert Kennedy. That each time a man stands up for an ideal, or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope, and crossing each other from a million different centers of energy and daring, those ripples build a current that can sweep down the mightiest walls of oppression and resistance. So as we start to find these micro movements from your toes and your ankles, your fingers and your wrists, allowing the energy that we gained from today's practice gives us new hope, new understanding, new love, and positive energy for our conscious state. As you start to very gently start to bend at the knees and inhale, bringing your arms above overhead, taking a deep inhale through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Navigate yourself to either the left or right side, and to very gently find ourselves at a comfortable seated position. And then from here, you can meet your palms into the heart center. And you can go ahead and take a bow for yourself and all of your friends who have taken this class today that you miss so dearly. We can't wait to see each other again inside of the gym. And from here, sending peace and love for the rest of your night. And namaste. Well, thank you everybody for coming to tonight's 7 p.m. class. I hope that you really enjoyed it. Please feel free to continue following all of the other fitness classes for the rest of the week. The next time that I will teach will be on Tuesday. Hi, Kim. I miss you so much. Oh my goodness, lady. You seem like you're living the best life right now on Instagram, though. And I can't wait to see you too. So yeah, continue following all of the fitness programs that we have on the Adventure Rock YouTube with all the other phenomenal fitness instructors that we have. It's not always yoga, as well as take a look at what we have uploaded, because we also partnered with Crux, and they have uploaded their own videos as well onto our YouTube page, I believe. But yeah, go ahead and check that out, and I will see everybody later. Oh, on Friday for tomorrow, our night out in. There we go. We have a jujitsu instructor that is going to be talking about the way that you can bring movement into your body, how to move, and just basically, just giving you a bunch of guidelines on how jujitsu and movement can help you, navigate your own anatomy and navigate yourself through life and all that fun stuff. I'm pretty sure he'll be better at explaining that since it's his class. So go ahead and check out the Adventure Rock Instagram link, because they will or the Adventure Rock bio, they have an Instagram link on there. So go ahead and check that out and follow it. Other than that, I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much. Bye.